Today's video, we're going to be ranking every town hall in Clash of Clans from 1 all the way through 17. Now, we're going to be ranking the town halls on a couple of things. We have 4 tiers here: the best, really cool, mid, and boring. We will be ranking the town halls based on how boring they are, of course, things you unlock, and yeah, I mean, I guess kind of just falls in boring, but is it fun to progress? Do you get anything useful? And things of that nature. Now, obviously, Town Hall 1 is where you kind of start everything off. So I'm just going to add a specific tier for this and just call it the worst Town Hall in the game. No, I'm just kidding. We're going to put this in the best because without Town Hall 1, there would be no Clash of Clans, right? Let's be honest. All right. That's the reason why I'm ranking Town Hall 1 as the best, because that's where you start. Okay, this is my opinion. Feel free to disagree in the comments, okay? Town Hall 2. In terms of how boring it is, it's extremely boring. The reason why Town Hall 2 is boring is because you literally just skip this Town Hall. Like, you go to Town Hall 3 like right afterwards. There's no content. You get the same, like, what do you unlock? Like giants, and I don't even think you get wall breakers at Town Hall 2. Boring. Should be removed from the game, low-key. Next we have Town Hall 3. Boring. You get nothing at this Town Hall. Same thing as Town Hall 2. Like, you're just gonna end up skipping this Town Hall. It's just not a good Town Hall, bro. It's just boring. It's just outdated. It's like 20 years old. Also should just be removed from the game, quite frankly. That's just my opinion. Let me know if you agree. Town Hall 4. Town Hall 4, you get like the little brown or the little gray walls, I would say. So I mean, it's still boring. Let's be honest here. I could say it's mid, but it's boring. Let's be honest here, chat. I'm probably just gonna rank all of these town halls on the bottom just in boring. This is just me just being super honest here. Town Hall 5, you do get wizards in the spell factory. So in terms of how cool it is, because like Town Hall 1 obviously being the best because that's where you start, right? My opinion. Town Hall 2, 3, and 4, you don't get really any troops. I think you actually get balloons at Town Hall 4, which kind of shakes things up, but that's really boring. We have Town Hall 5 where you do unlock the spell factory, and I would say, looking at this from a overall perspective and not a biased perspective, Town Hall 5 is probably a cool town hall because you do unlock the spell factory, and your attacks do tend to get a little more complicated with the spell factory. You only unlock, I believe, the lightning spell and the heal spell. Actually, I think you get the heal spell at Town Hall 6, but in terms of revolutionary, Town Hall 5 is probably really cool because you do get the spell factory, which is arguably one of the most important parts of the game. Town Hall 6, you don't get anything at Town Hall 6, so it's probably a boring Town Hall 2. I mean, you don't get anything. I don't even know what troop you get at Town Hall 6 either. What? You don't get anything. You just upgrade your defenses. You get the pink walls. Actually, I would just call it a mid Town Hall. It's pretty cool. In terms of Town Hall 7, you do get dragons and you do get the Barbarian King, which in my opinion does make it a pretty cool Town Hall because you do unlock something that is very unique, which is the Barbarian King and the first hero in the game. So yeah, and you also get access to the Dark Barracks. You get minions, Hog Riders, and your attacks do become a little more progressive. Like from Town Hall 5, Town Hall 6 is not really much progress, like I said, but Town Hall 7, you get dragons and you do get a hero. So, oh yeah, you do get the healer and the heal spell at Town Hall 6. In my opinion, though, that doesn't really change your attacking style that much at Town Hall 6, though. Town Hall 7 is your attacks do start to, I guess, kind of pick up, at least beforehand. Town Hall 8, you do get the Archer Queen. In terms of, like, content, though, and in terms of things you really get, I would say it's mid. Archer Queen used to be a Town Hall 9, but the reason my Town Hall 8's mid, I mean, bro, it's just a mid Town Hall. You don't get anything. What do you get? Like Valkyries? I mean, Golem, mid. I'm saying it, bro. It's a mid Town Hall, bro. Actually, the skulls are pretty cool though. The skull walls are pretty cool. I'm just gonna say mid though. Town Hall 9, definitely, probably where some would consider, at least in the past, where you would kind of start playing the game, because that's where you would unlock the Queen, the Expos, and the theme is pretty nice too. Town Hall 9 theme is very iconic, and overall a very nice theme, I think. So yeah, in terms of what you unlock, and in terms of how your attacking gets, I would say a Town Hall 9 is pretty good. Town Hall 10, the only thing you really get at Town Hall 10, actually you do get access to siege machines being donated to you, But other than that, I mean, which attacks do become prominent because you have Inferno Towers and things like that. All in all, though, it's not really that much bigger of a difficulty level in terms of difficulty and in terms of content. What else do you get? Like the bowler, and the Inferno Tower. Yeah, I'm just gonna say Tunnel 10. I'm gonna say it mid. It's a mid town hall. It's not good. It's not bad. It's definitely mid though. It's more of like a filler town hall. We have Town Hall 11 where you unlock the Grand Warden, arguably the most important hero in the game. I would say Town Hall 11 is probably. Ooh, do I put it in the best? Probably in the best because you get the Grand Warden at that town hall. Yeah, I would say Town 11 is probably one of the most important town halls, arguably, because you get the Grand Warden, and that's where attacks could be considered to be a little bit better than before. I mean, at the same time, the Town 12 is where you kind of start playing the game, realistically. So, I would say Town 11, you get introduced to the Eagle Artillery, and that's a very important part of the game because you learn how to use your ward ability and stuff like that. So I would say Town 11 is probably one of the best town halls in the game. That's just what I think. Next, moving on, we have Town Hall 12. Now, based on statistics alone, Town Hall 12 is actually one of the, what is it, like, points where people stop playing the most. Especially because of the double upgrade times. You have a lot of hero upgrades. I would say Town Hall 12, you don't unlock anything new besides the weaponized Town Hall. I would say Town Hall 12, you do get the workshop, but you could already have been getting seed machines donated to you since Town Hall 10. Probably boring. Probably boring. Not much content at Town Hall 12. You don't unlock anything significant. And yeah, the theme is also trash too, in my opinion. It was cool for its time, but it's definitely outdated. The only thing you get new is the weaponized Town Hall. Next, we have Town Hall 13. Now, in my opinion, a lot of people might not agree, or people will agree. I think Town Hall 13, you do get the Royal Champion. Obviously, the Royal Champion at the time of making this video is the most used hero. RC charges are very prominent. The most popular strategy with the Electro Boots pre-nerf. But let's be honest, Town Hall 13 content in general, you do get scatter shots, but your gameplay does not change significantly from Town Hall 12. In terms of how it is, I would just say it's mid. I'm gonna say it's mid. It's definitely a step up from Town Hall 12. You do get the Road Champion, and the Town Hall does shoot those Giga Inferno beams and the scatter shots. So you do have to learn how to attack a little bit better. In my personal opinion, though, it's mid. Town Hall 14, you get the introduction of pets. Now, I think pets are pretty important introduction to the game. Is it the best or really cool though? One could argue pets are really cool, but you get very mid pets at Town Hall 14, man. The theme is really cool though. The theme is really cool, I'll give you that much. But the Town Hall does explode. In terms of exploding the Town Hall and in terms of how you attack in this game, it's definitely a step up from difficulty level. This might be a hot take. Oh yeah, you do get the builder huts too. You do get builder huts. I would say Town Hall 14 is probably very revolutionary in terms of gameplay. Probably one of the better town halls. You do have to think a little bit more when you're attacking, especially because of the Town Hall poison. In terms of attacking, the theme is nice. That's when the difficulty kind of steps up a little bit from Town Hall 13 and 12. Town Hall 15. Where would I rank Town Hall 15? Now, initially when Town Hall 15 was released, it was very difficult. Towards the end, of course, they reduced the difficulty. But it was a very difficult Town Hall, man. It was a very big step up, especially from Town Hall 14. The Rage Tower and the Monolith were very, very strong. And the pets at Town Hall 15 were honestly they're the pets that you still use even at Town Hall 16 and 17. So probably the best. I would say maybe, I mean, it's hard to put Town Hall 14 and 15 in the best, but I would say they probably are in the same spot in terms of what they serve as a purpose of like a new player going to them, and in terms of teaching you how to play the game more at a higher level, and in terms of things that they provide, like the better pets, the Rage Towers, the Poison Towers, the Invis Towers, and obviously the Poison being very strong. And also the theme is very nice too. So yeah, and also it being like the hardest Town Hall in recent times for sure. Town Townhall 16. Oh man, this is gonna be these last two. These last two are going to be very interesting to rank. I feel like a lot of people will either agree or disagree with me. I mean, in terms of meta-wise, I think Townhall 16 was, let's be honest, very rocky. The introduction of equipments. Wait, I forgot to rank equipments. We got Townhall 16. Am I also ranking these by update too? I mean, does equipment count as a Townhall 16 update? Some would consider, I believe, Townhall 16 definitely to be an experimental town hall. It was definitely a step down from Townhall 15 in terms of difficulty. Towards the end, it did get a little bit harder. We had a lot of broken things, like most notably the giant gauntlet was broken for a while. Ruetas were really, really OP for a while too. And just the druid in general, man. Those kind of attacks were just really game breaking. And then they had to introduce the mode of hard mode. In terms of how much it changed the game moving forward, we had the ricochet defense and we had the multi-archer tower. And it still had the Town of Poison. In terms of attacking though, I mean, I wouldn't consider it one of the best town halls. We did get the Spear Fox too. One of the meta strategies. I mean, I just don't know if I should put this in really cool or mid. The equipment change that came with it, I mean, at Townhall 16, I don't know if that really counts. I didn't really rank equipment in this. I think putting Townhall 16 maybe in really cool is valid. Maybe. I mean, mid maybe. Boring maybe. I don't know, man. I feel like Townhall 16 was a little bit better than Townhall 15 in terms of like overall, like, you know, what they were trying to go for. But I would say it's in between really cool and mid. I mean, it was cool. They were really experimental, but I think Townhall 16. Mid. And then in terms of Townhall 17, the Townhall that we're at now. Oh man. Oh, I don't know where I should put this, bro. I don't know where I should put this. Ooh. Townhall 17. Now, after release, a lot of people were talking about how controversial it was that the Eagle Artillery was removed. Looking back now, I think that was one of the best decisions they could make, because the Eagle Artillery, ever since I would say like Townhall 14, 15, just wasn't really packing a punch, really. I mean, maybe after like Townhall 15 or 16, you would always take it out at the beginning of the attack. I think Fire Spitters are a very, very strong defense, like undeniably. Change the way you attack for sure. Now, pre-World Champion Electro Boots, I think Townhall 17, arguably, I think was in probably a good state. I think it was in a good state. But after Electro Boots got released, moved into this very RC charge meta, and a lot of people were just spamming dragons now. We're back to the whole Root Rider phase. So it's really hard for me to put Townhall 17 at the best. In terms of revolutionizing how people attack, I think it's very different with the Townhall weapon. You know, it's one of its kind. In terms of current meta now, though, I feel like it's really hard to rank this Town Hall. I don't want to call it mid, but I don't know if it really stands in really cool yet, or the best. I mean, I think Townhall 17 definitely has a chance to be the best Town Hall yet in the game, in terms of like hard mode, of course, and the updates that they say that are coming. I don't want to put it in the best for now, though. I think in terms of what it is capable of and the changes it could bring, and once we get on all the new levels, I think it has the potential to be the best. Maybe a hot take, maybe not, but I think for now it's just really cool. Fire Spitters are cool, the theme is great, and we only got one Shroop, which is the thrower. We had not gotten a second Shroop like Townhall 16, and we haven't gotten a new pet. So yeah, man, I think this tier list, I mean, honestly, Townhall 1 being the best is pretty funny, let's be honest. It could be put in boring if you want, but I think this is pretty fair ranking. We have Townhall 1, Townhall 11, Townhall 14, and Townhall 15 in the best. Really cool. Townhall 5, you get the Spell Factory. Townhall 7, you get your first hero. Townhall 9, you get the Queen, Revolutionary. Well, now you get it at Townhall 8, but We'll just say Townhall 9 is one of the most iconic town halls ever, probably loved by a lot of people. Townhall 17, of course, I would say is really cool. Has the potential to be one of the best, if not the best town halls in the game. Just with the current meta, though, it's just not really there yet. So it was in a good spot, and then Electric Bushes came out. So we'll see, man. For mid, we have Townhall 6, 8, 10, 13, and 16. 16 honestly could be considered really cool. I would say it's in the middle between really cool and mid. It did bring, you know, obviously the update of equipments and things like that, which are really, really cool. In terms of like overall how it was, though, it's in between mid. I think maybe Townhall 16 should get its own phase. Add a row below. Oops, I didn't mean to put that. Oh, delete row. I'm just gonna put this in its own category, man. I'm gonna be honest with you. I keep putting this in the wrong freaking area. Holy crap. God dang it, dude. Add a row above. I'm gonna probably put this controversial. Or experimental, you could even say, for Townhall 16. It's in between really cool and mid, in my opinion. I mean, in terms of what it added to the game equipment, one of the best updates ever, in my opinion. But yeah, man, I mean, obviously, really rocky road for it. Mid, like I said, we have Townhall 6, 8, 10, 13, and then boring. Townhall 2, 3, 4, and Townhall 12. So, just too many upgrades, man. That's Townhall 12. It's a very boring town hall to be at. There's nothing that really you get. See, you get the workshop, but you already can get CB sheets donated to you. That's it. That's the tier list. Clans Townhall tier list. Shout out Martu for making the tier list for me. Let me know what I should tier list next. If you guys agree with the change or with the tier list ranking, let me know in the comments, and drop a like and subscribe if you want to see more videos. That's it. And I'll see you guys in the next video. I'm out. Peace.